What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a Forza Horizon 6 video. Today we are kicking off trial event videos with Series 2. We get our first crack at trials. I'm glad the seasonal event videos just took me a long time to actually get them uploaded where I live and all that sort of thing. So doing these shorter trial event videos is definitely going to benefit me. Really looking forward to this. The first trial event we have in Forza Horizon 6 here is called Push It to the Limit. It is a dirt racing event for any rally car from the 1980s, tuned to B spec. The car I decided to use is the 1984 Peugeot 205 Turbo 16. The reason I decided to use this car is because it is a barn find and I already had it. The tune I made for it, I'll show it on screen right now, is called B600 Rally. We'll also show the share code. There are a few different cars you can use for this if you don't want to use this. There's like the Barth 131. You can use, there's the Lancia Delta you can use, there's Renault 5 Turbo, there's an Opel Manta. There are a few choices, but again, this is the only one I had just because it is a barn find. I already had it. If you don't have it as a barn find yet, if you haven't found it on the map or don't have it unlocked, like you haven't progressed the game far enough to even have it on the map, I'm sure somebody could have it for sale on the auction house. It's definitely a fun car to use though, very easy to drive car for the most part. We'll say keep in mind on some, there are a couple areas if you're using this on the like pavement, road, asphalt type surface, it can get a little bit squirrely, especially if you are kind of braking from a high speed. I do recommend do not trail brake. If you are braking on asphalt surface trying to go into a turn, I definitely recommend keeping the wheel straight, braking, and then trying to turn when you actually let off the gas. If you try to trail brake with the wheels turned, in whatever direction you're trying to turn, the car can kind of get loose and kind of step out from underneath you. I did make a small tuning adjustment from what you're seeing in the footage to what I've actually published as the tune, involving the anti-roll bar stiffness, which definitely helps in that. If you can get used to how this thing handles, it's definitely good. The reason it kind of has that weird handling characteristic, combination of using off-road tires and no aero, it kind of just has that characteristic in some cars. But overall, this thing is very good handling wise. As a whole, especially if you get on the dirt surface, it's almost unstoppable. Nobody on my team had anything for me. There's only a couple guys that even had fully upgraded cars, and one of them ended up leaving, I believe. And if you've already seen in the footage, like the race one, I get completely turned around trying to hit a checkpoint. Everybody kind of, piles in there trying to all go for the same chunk of real estate. So I got turned around. I was able to charge forward pretty easily. Race 2 as a whole is probably going to be the more difficult of the two you're going to have to do for sure, but if you are a decent driver and can get through the first little chunk unscathed, you should be able to run up front pretty easily. This car, again, for me, no issues at all. I was able to win both races while the rest of my team was either in the back in stock vehicles or they were just running straight into the wall. The Opel Manta, for sure, my teammate has it. Definitely probably the fastest car you can use, but it doesn't really handle all that well. At least that guy's tune did not handle very well at all. This one's kind of a good happy medium of both. Hopefully it works out for you guys if you decide to use this car and give it a go. Let me know down in the comments what car you did ultimately decide to go with. Let me know if you're excited for trial event videos to be back. I know for sure I am. Really looking forward to doing these every week. Also let me know down in the comments any more notes or anything you have for the game, any kind of complaints you love, anything you love about the game too. I'd love to know about that as well. Leave a like on this video to help you out. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you next week for another trial event.